In Devon, we have 4 separate populations of beavers. So there's the population of beavers living on the River Otter, that's the famous one. Where we're standing now is on the banks of the River Tamar. And if you zoom in, you can sort of see some of the teeth marks. So this is characteristic of a beaver feeding sign. So we know we've got beavers in the Tamar, and what's perhaps most famous about beavers is where you have smaller streams where the water is quite shallow. Beavers will build dams to create deeper water that they can then swim about in and feel safe from predators. And as a result of those dams, we see a lot of changes in the river. So we see a slowing of downstream water flows, which helps to reduce downstream flood risk for villages and communities in the River Otter. And then what you also have is behind the dams, you get water slowing down and accumulating and forming these diverse wetland habitats. So the UK has lost over 90% of its wetland habitats over the last several hundred years as a result of draining the land to make space for agriculture. But beavers are helping us to bring back some of these wetlands, which provide a really important habitat. Beavers can do amazing things within our landscape in the right places. Where beavers build dams, and that's creating a wetland on someone's land that they're using for food production, or where there's a road, then obviously that's not an ideal situation for that landowner. And that's where Devon Wildlife Trust has for many years been working with local landowners to manage the impacts of beavers. So we're definitely not saying just let them do whatever they want, but we're saying in areas where they can form wetlands, this has so many benefits, we should be supporting landowners to make that space. And then in other areas where we don't want there to be dams and wetlands, let's have that management support for the local landowners so that they know how to manage the impacts of beavers, and so that we can make sure that we're not forming wetlands in areas that we don't want to have them.